So we start putting all this stuff together. I got a shape that I like. I got a neck that I like. I got pickups that I like. I've got a really great bridge. I've got a tailpiece that I love. We should pull some guitars out.
Time for the big reveal, our first Powers electric guitar.
Yo, look at that.
Wow. Right, Andy, give us some insight on this one.
All right, so this one I just set it up a couple of days ago. Now this one has the full Faraday 42, so the FF42 pickup, plus the hardtail, and what is my personal favorite for the saddle, which is this ebony version, is the way this bridge is designed, it actually allows to swap the saddles in and out. You don't really even have to take the strings off, but you can change the response of it. This is going to be one of the warm, woody, really clear, beautiful, clean sounding guitars. So hence the more traditional Sunburst. It's a Wild Honeyburst, just a nice, clean, curly maple top. It's like straight down the middle.
Yeah, well, I was just saying to you earlier, like how you know, relaxed the guitar sounds, and I guess with this bridge piece on it, it probably adds to that maybe even more, does it?
It does.
Yeah.
You get a lot of color to it. It's like if you could just intensify the saturation of its colorfulness, that's what you start to hear out of it.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that's I think is, for me, it was really exciting when I thought of it. I don't usually like the ringy, chirpy sound.
Yeah.
And so if you look really close, it's actually wetsuit material that's installed from underneath, and the end of the strings twist lock just hits on there.
Yeah.
Just enough so it doesn't chirp.
But this guitar still rings like a bell, doesn't it, as well? It doesn't,
partly because of that.
Yeah.
It actually rings even more because you're not getting parasitic energy loss through the thing.
Right.
And so all of this, the bridge is inset and coupled directly with these sound posts inside the body. The tailpiece, the entire string load is actually carried by the bracing architecture. So this is actually mounted right into the bracing architecture of the top.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So everything's all in tune with each other.
Everything is just, it's all moving as one complete cohesive unit.
So this one obviously has the maple top on it. Are the solid colour guitars still with maple as well?
Yes, they're maple, not as curly as this one.
No, sure.
Yeah. Typically, when I find a really nice piece of maple, I go, oh, I want to see that. I don't want to paint over that much curl.
Sure.
And so the solid ones are a little plainer figure.
Yeah.
And then when I get these nice ones, then I'll do a transparent finish.
Yeah.
Either one of the reds or blues or this
more traditional
sunburst.
Yeah. But you know, it's still got its own flavour with the knobs and everything.
That's guitars are fun and games, man. They gotta stay fun.
Yeah. Well, all these guitars in this room, no two are the same, are they? Every single one's got its own thing going on.
Yeah, they're all their own different things, man.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Andy. Killer. Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I sleep really well. Not cool. Probably why this is successful guitar.
morning cup of coffee. The rising sun on the
Josh Martin, everybody. So give it a
It's all the knobs, trem knob, the switch tip, they're all made out of surfboard resin.
Right, well I just want to say a huge thank you to Andy Powers and his team for inviting us over to San Diego last month to check out these guitars. You know, whenever you hear that there's going to be a new shape or a new brand of guitars, there's always kind of a little bit of trepidation as into kind of what you're going to see. It's hard for new brands to get into the market because, you know, we all love our tried and tested brands and we've all got our favourites out there. But as soon as I saw these guitars for the first time, and it was actually last year just before the official launch in America, when Andy pulled one of these out of the cases, I was just absolutely, you know, it gets bandied about a lot, but I was genuinely blown away by the look of the guitars and the feel and obviously the tone as well. I mean, if we had a time capsule or a time travel machine, you could go back to the 50s, and if this guitar would have been designed then, I'm sure it would have been a future classic. And I feel like it's going to be, these guitars play better than any vintage guitar or any guitar that I've played that was designed in the 1950s. And, you know, Andy's just really, you know, really has done the business on these guitars. They just feel amazing. And if you love those two other big brands that were around at the time in the 50s that were the most dominant brands out there, you will definitely love one of these guitars because it still has that familiar feel. The tone is still kind of in that ballpark, but it's undeniably inspired by Andy and his background and the whole California vibes of the surfing and the hot rodded cars and all that kind of stuff. And it's just a really cool shape, and we love the fact that they're doing these quilts and the flame top versions, but also my personal favourites are the like the hot rod kind of car colours as well. So I could talk about this stuff all day, and I've probably gone on too long already, but I just want to say check out the guitars on the website, come down and check some out. We're going to be really behind this brand. I absolutely love the guitars myself, and yeah, as always, please like, share, subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys soon, and please come and check one out. Cheers.